Have you ever made a mistake so stupid it led to you being arrested? I was 26, working as a delivery driver for every food app you can think of. DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub. I ran them all at once on 2 phones. I had a whole system. Pick up from restaurant A, swing by restaurant B on the way, drop both off in the same neighborhood. Made way more money that way. I needed every dollar because nursing school wasn't cheap, and I had a massive certification exam coming up that cost $800 just to take. It was a Tuesday afternoon, middle of lunch rush. I'm in my beat-up Honda with both phones going off like crazy. I accepted 2 orders at once, sushi from this place downtown, and a pickup from Frommelman Pharmacy. The pharmacy thing was new. They'd started doing same-day prescription deliveries through DoorDash. I'd done a few before. Always sealed bags with staples and warning labels all over them. I grabbed both orders within 10 minutes of each other. The sushi was in a plastic bag. The pharmacy order was in a paper bag with a million stickers on it. Both brown bags, both about the same size. I tossed them in my passenger seat and headed out. First stop was this apartment complex on Maple Street. I grabbed what I thought was the sushi, ran it up to apartment 12, knocked, handed it off to some guy who barely looked up from his phone. Done. Second stop was a house about 6 blocks away. Same thing, grabbed the other bag, knocked, handed it to a woman who looked stressed and in a hurry. She didn't even check it, just said thanks and shut the door. I didn't think anything of it. I was already heading to my next 3 pickups. 2 hours later, I'm sitting in a parking lot eating a gas station burrito, checking my earnings. That's when I noticed the sushi guy had reported his order wrong. 0 tip, 1-star rating, complaint submitted. My stomach dropped. I pulled up the details. Wrong item delivered. Received medication instead of food. My hands started shaking. I checked my other delivery, the prescription one. No rating yet, no complaint. I tried to remember which bag I'd grabbed for which address. My brain was foggy. I'd been running on 4 hours of sleep. Then my phone rang. Unknown number. I almost didn't answer. Is this Rashid? Yeah? This is Officer Brennan with the City Police Department. I need you to tell me where you are right now. My heart stopped. I told him I was on 4th Street. He told me to stay exactly where I was. He'd be there in 5 minutes. I sat there thinking maybe this was about a traffic camera or something. Maybe I'd run a red light and didn't realize it. But deep down, I knew. I knew what I'd done. The cop showed up with a partner. They asked me to step out of the car. They weren't rough or anything, but they weren't friendly either. They asked if I'd made a delivery to an address on Maple Street that afternoon. I said yes. They asked if I knew what was in the bag. I said no. It was sealed. I just delivered it. That's when Officer Brennan told me the bag contained epilepsy medication for a 10-year-old kid. Not just regular pills. Controlled substance. Schedule something or other. The kind you need a special prescription for. The kind you don't just hand to random strangers. The sushi guy had called the pharmacy when he got the wrong bag. Then he'd opened it. When he saw the pills and the label, he freaked out and called the cops. The pharmacy called the family who was supposed to get the meds. The mom told them her daughter never received anything. Now I was being arrested for possession and delivery of a controlled substance without authorization. I tried to explain. I told them it was an accident. I told them I had 2 bags. I told them I never opened anything. They just nodded and put me in handcuffs. They said I could explain it all to the judge. I spent 36 hours in county jail. They processed me Friday night, and I couldn't see a judge until Monday morning. I missed my nursing exam Saturday. $800 gone. No refund, no reschedule. My public defender was this exhausted-looking guy named Paul, who handled like 50 cases at once. He told me the state would probably drop it because I had no intent and no prior record, but it could take months. He was right. It took 6 months. 6 months of court dates and paperwork and stress. 6 months of my nursing school asking questions. They didn't kick me out, but they did delay my graduation. I had to redo my clinical rotations because I'd missed too much time dealing with legal stuff. That set me back a whole year. The charges finally got dropped. No intent, no knowledge, honest mistake. But my record still showed the arrest. I had to explain it every time I applied for a nursing job. Most places understood, some didn't.